All right, I wanted to focus a little bit on this tilt pin because it's something that people have questions about all the time. So when you're putting this guy into the hitch bar configuration, we say it has to be on top. What that means is it's got to be on the top of the configuration. So if you've got your plates up like this, like our configuration we're going to have for this setup, where we got just a small drop on it, it's got to be in this upper position right here. So we recommend that it's got 2 washers to begin with. You can add more washers if you'd like, that's not a problem, as we said before there, but it's got to be in this upper position. So let's say, you know what, you're on the next page, you're on page 12, and you've got like a 5.5 to 6.5 inch drop. So you've got to flip these plates over. So where does this tilt pin go? It's going to go on the top. It's going to go on the top of the configuration, which is right here. So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about being on the top always. There's 2 pictures in the manual that we just added to it that show exactly that, and that's what we're talking about. So let's go ahead and get this configured. Our configuration, I'm going to start with 2 washers on this, okay? So with that, we're going to put this guy in. It's easier if you tilt this on its side. It may be a little more difficult for you guys to see, but we're going to go ahead and do that. And you're going to start with, see if I can get this together enough so that you guys can still see what I'm doing. Yep, I can. All right, you're going to take one of these 5/8 bolts right here, go into the pivot bolt. It's always the second from the top. Always the second from the top, all right? Pivot bolt. This one has a split washer on it, on the other side, nut side. So let's get that guy in there, maybe. Like I said, it's not this difficult, but I'm tilting it on its side. Then we're gonna do the other 2 right here. So you got the washer on one side, goes through. Washer on one side, always at the very bottom, the very top of the hitch bar configuration, like that. Let's spin this dude around. So we've got our pivot bolt right here. We're going to do our split washer on that guy. Second from the top, or second from the bottom. Sorry, second from the bottom. Let's screw that guy on there. These get washers. Nuts. Now, I do not torque this thing down right now because you know what? My math may be wrong. I may have to do some changing around. So I'm not going to get this to 200 foot-pounds yet. But I will show you in the next segment here how you can easily do that on your pickup without having to like go too crazy with like holding it and stuff, because we ultimately want to make sure that that tilt pin is nice and tight against this piece right here so that there's no slop at all, okay? So that's really the catch there. And give us just a sec. We're going to get all set up over here and we'll show you how this thing goes in to the truck and how you tighten it up from there. Thanks.